Best part about it, it's reusable, so for all of those beacons that you need, no sweat, you can do it with one of these. Although unfortunately, even with all of the beacons in the world, you're still not going to be able to get yourself fire resistance with one of these, which makes certain parts of the Nether still off limits to you. However, if you want to get rid of those lava lake issues, then no problem. All you have to do is just basalt or drain the Nether. By rubbing ice across the lava lakes, we're able to completely safeguard these and make bridges for ourselves. Which is cool in its own right, but if you really want to do the job right, then you gotta drain the entire Nether using gravity blocks. Sure, it's slow and tedious, but it's gonna make all your searches for netherite later on so much easier. Which, let me tell you, is an absolute necessity if you're trying to get a full netherite beacon. While many others have tried this challenge, I haven't actually seen anyone do it. And the closest attempt I've seen so far is TK, who did a netherite shell around a gold beacon. But if you want to set yourself your own world record, then by all means, doing a full netherite beacon is on your list. And as you place the last block to finish that up after hours of work, how about switching on the Haste 2 effect? Because you're gonna need it if you want to clear out the area for this, a high efficiency witch farm. If you're a redstone minded or technical player, you're well familiar with one of these. And while there are some smaller designs that are able to get you some less efficient results, for the kind of redstone we're going to be needing, we need to pump this up way faster. So to do that, we need a hole. Not just any hole, but a big, huge hole that lets no other mobs spawn. So if you don't want to dig that all out by hand, and I don't blame you, then you're going to need a world eater. Now, as the name suggests, using one of these, you'll drop down carpet bombs at TNT and completely level the area for you. Now, getting the slime blocks and mechanical parts for one of these is not an easy task, but if you're willing to do it, then any hole or quarry you need dug, it's gonna be done and then some. Though, if that's still not enough TNT for you, then I've got just something right up your alley. A TNT blast chamber. Many of us are familiar with the fact of TNT clearing out blocks in regular farms, such as a tree farm, a cobblestone farm, whatever. But what if we could combine all of those farms into one big funnel and have all of their different blocks just feed into this thing? That's a TNT blast chamber. And if you're looking for a hassle-free way to get all the blocks you need for one of your big builds, this is the way to do it. That said, if you're gonna try to have a tree farm feed into this, then your current bone meal storage isn't gonna cut it. So the answer to your problem there is an automatic bone meal farm. I personally find that kelp works pretty well for this. And trust me, the design that we have here does not speak to the amount of bone meal we can get out of one of these things. And if you're willing to crank that efficiency on one of these composter chains, then you're never gonna have to worry about crafting bone meal from